Two tools. Two tools. Two tools. No clue!
Hey everyone, welcome to the Two Tools No Clue podcast. I'm Anna,
And I'm Jeidan.
and on today's mini-sode,
Mini but great, we're going to talk about crop circles. Who is really behind it all, farmers or aliens?
oh, I'm so excited. I had no idea what we were going to do this week, so this is great.
So yeah, obviously we have no clue, but we're about to find out together, so fasten your tool belts. So, on my last episode, Cover Crops 101, we covered all the benefits that they provide. But on today's episode, I'm going to be sharing some crop circle history and stories.
Yay!
So, Anna, when you think of crop circles, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
We've said it before on the podcast, but I think of you running out of the cornfield.
I did not do it.
Aliens were in that cornfield.
They probably were. We should have checked it. Yikes.
But I think of aerial view pictures of like crazy designs in cornfields.
So what I think of is that album cover from Led Zeppelin. It's just a crop circle field because it was such a big thing
Yeah, that
during
makes
this
sense.
time.
That's not the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, I also just think of the first fellas I'm gonna talk about because I am from Scotland, and so a lot of the
Does
crop
Scotland have crop circles?
England had a lot. England
Oh,
was
okay. I was like, excuse
England
me.
was notorious for crop circles, and I will
Okay.
tell you why. Well,
I don't know if I knew that.
it's still up in the air, but anyway. So, the most popular crop circles were in England in the 1970s. These crop circles are the reason that most people do not believe in crop circles.
Oh, interesting. Why?
Well, sorry, I should say that over. These crop circles are the reason that most people do not believe that they are created by UFOs.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, we can thank two Englishmen for that.
Oh, Lord.
Go figure. So, these two Englishmen are named Doug Bauer and Dave Chorley. They claimed they were responsible for 200 crop circles from 1978 to 1991. And okay, there's actually also kind of he said, she said with this too. Some people will say that they and their families will say that they did every single crop circle in England ever.
Oh,
That
wow.
is absolute bullshit. One, for some of the crop circles in our history, they were not alive. They were not even a mere thought. And
They're the aliens.
and
then they came down to Earth as humans.
maybe.
and
Okay, maybe.
They started doing
The
it.
plot thickens. I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that. So when they were questioned how they accomplished the work, they explained that they used rope with anchored points and planks of wood attached to rope to stomp it down. And so it did look very linear and methodical. And
Why? Why did they do this?
they just,
Were bored?
yeah, they were
So,
bored.
Were these their cornfields?
No,
Oh
they
my
were never
God.
their cornfields, which is like a whole other thing, I guess.
And they were
and-
able to do this all overnight.
Yeah, that's what they would always claim. And that's where it gets tricky and where scientists both believe. I would more say the entertainment factor, like the news and the journalists would flock to them once they had said that. And they were like, oh, see, that's what it is. It's not
Right.
UFOs. They said they did it. So they must have. They showed us how they do it. So they must have some of these designs. There is no way in hell that two men could have completed that in one night. It would have taken like days.
And if I was a farmer waking up to a half
Exactly.
completed crop circle,
Yep.
I'd be like, who the fuck?
Bang, bang.
Yeah, literally.
So, yeah, there's just a lot that goes back and
Because
forth.
they're huge.
They
That's
are
a
huge.
lot of corn
They are
that
huge.
is just
And
getting knocked down.
when they started, though, they were somewhat simple, and then they became elaborate.
Okay.
Um,
Did they have accomplices?
I don't know. Like, I think they did some of them, like the lame ones,
Yeah.
because the scientists went around and, like, studied all the fields, right? I'll get into that
Ooh.
later, because they were like, "Fuck you." Like, absolutely not. You did not make all these crop circles.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so that they convinced a lot of people by just, like, going out and being like, "This is how we did it." And there are artists out there who do crop circle art, right? And that is kind of the method they use. They anchor a rope so that it's circular. Like, it's
Mhm.
just for, I don't know, like, how they do landscaping in general, like landscape art or whatever. Like, that's how they end up doing it if you're doing it by hand, like ropes and shit. Despite the mass media entertaining their claims, there are still thousands more that need to be explained. So, what do you have to say about
Thousands
that,
more.
Doug and Dave?
Doug and Dave. I didn't catch their names the first time. That's hilarious.
In 1991, biophysicist William C. Levengood felt the same as I do. He studied the stalks of several crops from flattened anomalies that they had claimed to do, and then just like a bunch of them, all in England. And after a decade's worth of research, he discovered the stalks were exposed to high level of electromagnetic and microwave radiation. This exposure caused the stalks to become soft where they would bend instead of break, and it did not kill the plants.
Ew,
The
that's
type of
disgusting.
the type of technology to create something on a large scale like this just did not exist yet.
So was this just the crops that were affected in the circles that were bendy like this, or was the whole field?
It was just where they were. And like that's why
Ew.
people were really weirded out about it, because it wasn't just people going into things and cutting. Because if
Right.
you cut, you could do that in a
No,
night.
like these plants are
Like if you had
altered
plants, these plants are bent down, and that's why they were like, "Oh, see,
and
like
soft. Ugh.
yeah." And like the weird part is they would have electromagnetic radiation on it from the UFOs, not from Doug and Dave.
I just think of those girls who were at the rock swap, who
Yeah,
were testing the rocks for radiation.
yeah.
People going out there with their
Like,
little
what are you doing?
gadgets.
Like, get that away from me. I don't know. I thought it was crazy, because then you're just like, okay, that's creepy,
Yeah.
you know? Just you wait. So the next thing that I'm gonna talk about, there is a clip in the show notes. And yeah, you're gonna watch it. You're gonna really want to watch it.
Do I
So
get to watch it?
yeah, you get to watch it. Do you want me to play it for you right now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I recommend everyone watches this twice. I mean, it plays it twice, but I think you should watch it twice because the first time you should watch the two orbs, and then the second time you should watch the ground because it's really creepy.
Yeah.
This thing just
So
appears.
before you give away anything else, let me now explain to them in case they don't end up. I think I'm gonna timestamp the link to I have in the show notes the YouTube link to the whole documentary on crop
Oh,
circles that I watched, and
heck yeah.
the majority of the information and the video that I'm referencing is in that. So I'll just do the timestamp there because, um, yeah, I want you guys to see as original as possible as you can get, because
Thank you.
that's also the problem with a lot of these.
I definitely want to watch that documentary.
Yeah. So the video clip in the documentary is called Crop Circles Realities. And this happened in Oliver Castle's England, August 11th, 1996. Good year.
It was a good year.
And I was born in 1996, if you didn't catch that. So in this clip, two spheres made continuous circles around a crop field. This all happened around dawn.
It does look very dusky in the
Mm-hmm.
video.
As they do, you see the crop circles appearing slowly but surely, very methodically, with these spears going around. There's 2 of them at all times. And honestly, Anna, like, you saw it, and when you see the other, like, the original footage, especially just I don't know if it's because I was already watching a crop circle documentary, so I was already really invested, but that shit, like, both mesmerized and terrified me. Because, like, I was like, "Okay, like, I believe you, but, like, that's really scary."
Yeah. What does it mean?
Because, like, okay, it's just cornfields now, but, like, what else could they do that to?
Yeah, seriously.
That's what I always think of. I'm a 90s kid. I grew up not wanting to watch, but end up watching those terrifying sci-fi movies that came out in the early, like, 80s and 90s, and it's all alien invasions.
Mhm.
All alien invasions because the government in Hollywood were trying to scare us out of wanting to meet aliens. Like, that's literally what was going on.
Well,
So
to make you feel better, the guy in my favorite alien documentary says if it's called Unacknowledged. Go watch it.
it's a good one.
You fell asleep.
Yeah,
You
but I
can't even
watched
say
it
that.
multiple times already.
He said if aliens wanted to kill us and take over the earth, they would have already.
Yeah, they would. We're a waste of their time, I think.
Yeah.
They're like, they're aliens.
Yeah.
And really greedy all at the same time. So yes, anyway, back to this clip. It was, yeah, it gave me the chills. And I guess what I loved most about it was who caught this on camera.
Mm.
His name was John Whaley, and he was 19
Oh,
years old.
wow.
He showed up at Castle England just to study and try to catch people making crop circles.
What? He showed
It
up
was
specifically
and
for that.
a lot of people did. It was a big deal
Holy crap.
because a lot were happening in England and especially here. So he decided to do a night watch, and that's when he caught this on camera.
Wow.
Nobody wanted to go with him. He tried, but like nobody. They were like, it's England, right? So similar to Scotland and the Highlands, she rainy.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was like, no, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But thanks. We just want to see them once they're made, kind of thing. So he woke up in his tent around 4 a.m., like I said, to some unearthly sounds.
Ew, what they sound like?
I don't know. I don't. I can't remember what he said. Like just like like weird noises, right? And he sees the white orbs. That's all he is focused on.
Right.
He literally takes his camera out and he just starts recording. He gets about like 15 minutes of footage,
Wow.
and then it's over. And so after that happens, he literally hauls ass back to town. It is now 4:15 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, sun still hasn't really come up yet. He's back at the inn where like all the travelers and just like the people that were showing up for these things, that's where they all kind of like started their days or were staying.
Mhm.
And he like basically waited around for everybody to start waking up and wandering in, and he would just show anyone that would
I don't think
look
I
at
could
it,
wait. I'd be
right?
knocking on
He'd be
people's
like,
doors.
let me see.
Yeah.
He keeps showing it, and one of the things that is in the footage still, and I'm glad that piece is still in there, that they have left of it anyway, is he says, "Oh, that's amazing." Like you're like he's literally by himself, right? And it's just
Oh,
like
wow.
I don't know. People say things out loud all the time, even when they're by themselves. And I
Yeah, I
thought that
talk to
was really,
myself all
yeah,
the
I
time.
thought that was really cool because like that was a big moment for him, and his voice is in that footage, just being like, "Oh, that's amazing," and his like English accent. I
That's
don't
so
know,
cute.
yeah. And so like as he's showing it to everyone, he's like still not noticing that underneath the spheres that he was recording crop
Oh,
circles were happening.
wow. Oh my goodness. He still hadn't noticed.
Other people pointed it out to
Oh my
him,
God.
being like, look what's happening underneath.
Did he go back to the
Oh
field?
my gosh. So yeah, everyone like is at the field. I can't remember this guy's name, but I didn't really want to bring any light to him because he's sounds like an awful person or just an idiot, an actual idiot. But I think he did something bad to the recording. So, like I said, John Whaley was only 19 years old and he was a fool. And there was this guy that he like pretended to be like crop circle enthusiast, but he
Mm.
kind of just always seemed like he was up to more. And he was like, "Oh, I'll help you, like, get people to see the footage." And then by the time John Whaley like got his hands back on it, he was like, "Oh, someone stole it from me. All that's left is this 15 seconds."
Wow.
And so scientists all over the world are still pissed about that. That's for sure.
crazy.
I can't imagine how John Whaley feels about it. But yeah, I will
I wonder
not
where that
speak of
guy
that
is
man's
now.
name. I don't know. So yeah, obviously today we're not able to see the full footage, but the footage that I did see was pretty spectacular. So great work, John Whaley. It kind of helped them also prove like, hey, people can't do this in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Here it is right here. Some people still really didn't believe, even after they saw that. They're like, that's botched. Like, there were people trying to be like, oh, like he drove to Burbank or wherever the heck, Birmingham, wherever the hell, and got like, pu- uh, like camera people to like fix it. And this one guy, like one of the scientists, like he's so hell bent on just proving that this video is real at this point.
Mhm.
He went to Disney at one point, right? And this was like in 2000, I think,
Wow.
something. And he was like, "Can you make that motion?" Because like what they would be like is like you can see it's a 1996 camcorder. Okay, it's
Right.
like kind of like the one that we have, but way older.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a fancy screen like that. It's literally you can see him shaking, trying to hold it still. You
Mhm.
like going up and down, right? Because he's trying to follow it, kind of like
Yeah.
slightly. No matter where his camera goes, they are still perfectly circle. Like there's
Oh,
no
interesting.
way. They're like, we can't do it, even with this technology. Like it would still look fake.
Wow.
That's like
Disney.
Disney saying that. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, so
Rip Disney animators.
yeah. I- So yeah, the documentary that was playing this had so much more to it, and it definitely like sent me down kind of a hole. I definitely learned a lot from it, but I think hearing all like the claims was probably what stuck with me the most. There was these you know how there's like the farmer pilots, I don't know what their real name is. Sorry. I'm sure it's something aviation that's with agriculture or aviators or whatever the hell they want to be called. They would do their craft flights and they would go from like one side of their fields to the other side of the fields, and within like 10-15 minute spans a crop circle would pop up.
Whoa. Broad daylight?
Broad daylight, early mornings, late,
Ew.
you know what I mean? Like that. Explain it.
Is there like a time frame where this is going on?
This was mainly happening between like the 70s and like the late 90s is when it like
All throughout that time or the 70s pause and then
no,
again and
all
oh,
throughout
okay.
that time. But there were other time frames too. I'm gonna give you a few examples of those.
Oh my
Just there.
goodness. This is creepy.
But yeah, like could you imagine being that guy in the
No, I'd
plane?
crash my fucking
Yeah,
plane.
I'd be like, where are they now? Where are the UFOs now? Like, what if they're invisible? Like, oh my
Literally.
god, but they're following me. Oh god. So anyway, could you imagine? Holy
But
shit.
honestly, who's to say that they're UFOs? Because in that video, they're orbs. They could be spiritual beings.
I know.
They could be
Yup,
other
they certainly
dimensional.
could, and that's where that was a great segue,
You're welcome.
transition, whatever we call it. So when I first started researching crop circles, the tale of the mowing devil kept appearing. And although most crop circle
That's
researchers,
Christopher.
I knew you were going to say that. Oh my gosh. We're grateful for Christopher mowing the lawn. Anna's just very, very
He keeps
particular.
mowing down my milkweed.
And not the invasives.
And not the invasives.
He knows what they look like
oh,
now.
God, don't get me
He
started.
knows what they look like now. I have faith. Anyway, so a lot of crop circle researchers claim it's not really considered a crop circle because the claims that like the crops were like cut and burnt in
Ooh.
this not alien like, I guess. But who are we to say? So I still think it's like something out of this world though. That's where like I kind of call
Like
bullshit.
burnt?
Yeah.
How are
So-
you lighting just those circles on fire, not the whole field?
Exactly. So, do you want to hear the tale?
I'd love to.
According to the tale, a wealthy but greedy farmer needed his 3.5 acres oat field mowed. He approached a poor local mower to do the job, but refused to pay the laborer's requested wage. Angered by the price, the mower went to reconsider and returned to offer a lower rate. So rude. However, the farmer... Stop.
You sound like Harry Potter.
I know.
However,
The farmer's temper had already flared, and he angrily declared that the devils himself should mow his oats before he would pay the mower's initial asking price.
wait, so let me get this straight. Wait, where'd the mowers come from to begin with? He asked them to come,
Yeah, so this farmer seems lazy.
and then he's like, no, I'm not going to pay you.
Yeah.
And so they leave.
And then, but the guy, as he was leaving, realizes, shit, I need money. So he tries to go back
To the farmer.
to the
who's
farmer,
A
who's a
dick.
dick. And the farmer, who's a dick, said, I would rather have the devil himself mow my oats before I ever pay you the initial asking price.
Wow.
So, that very night, the farmer's oat field appeared as if it were engulfed in flames.
Wow.
The following morning, when the farmer ventured out, he found that the devil, or an infernal spirit, had mowed the field perfectly. The oats were cut down in neat circular patterns, and the swirled work was supposedly so precise that no mortal man could possibly replicate it.
Interesting.
The farmer was then left so terrified by the supernatural event that he did not have the courage to go back into the field and collect the harvested crops.
Oh, they're fucking burnt.
So what I love about this is like this news story. It was a news story. Okay. This happened
Stop it.
in
was in a
1678.
Newspaper.
A pamphlet was made.
Wow.
And it's like 5 chapters. And by chapters, it's like paragraphs, okay? But it was sent out to people. And people go back and forth on if it's just like the moral of the story.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Don't
about
be
to
a
say.
dick to your neighbors. Or if something did similar happen to it and people were like, I'm running with this. This is gonna be great. So in some museum in England somewhere, there's a crop circle museum.
Oh, cool.
And that pamphlet is there. And there'll be pictures of it right here for you guys.
That's
It's like pretty
awesome.
funny. The picture of the devil itself is pretty funny. Here, I'll show it to you. This was the picture on the pamphlet.
Oh, look at him.
Cute little devil.
Cute little guy.
Cute little guy. And this is what it looked like.
Wow.
The Mowing Devil, or Strange News out of Hertfordshire.
Hertfordshire.
August 22th. What the heck?
Doeth.
It says TH, not. Okay.
Doeth.
1678. She was.
80th.
80th. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that one in there because I thought it was creepy, and the first one that they claim, they're like, "That's a crop circle." Because it was. It was, like, in the middle, so, like, not all the crops were burnt.
Interesting.
Very creepy.
And then, like, how would someone do that in the 1600s?
Exactly.
That
Like, one of
precisely.
those not happening.
Well, and burn it so precisely.
Eh,
How do you
y
get
y y
flame
yeah,
in the middle of a
they don't.
field
And
and enough of it to burn a whole ass crop circle?
and not kill the plants also.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. What, they were just toasted? I'm confused.
I have no idea. So, yeah, there you have it. So, anyway, another incident, where UFOs are claimed to be the culprit of a crop circle. I found this one on Wikipedia. Huge black hole for crop circle information on Wikipedia. I had to stop.
Oh, I thought you meant there was nothing. I was like, "That's
Oh, no, no,
surprising."
no. I mean, so
You mean rabbit hole.
yeah, rabbit hole. So here's the quote. An 1880 letter to the editor of Nature
Nature!
by an amateur scientist by the name of John Rand Capron describes how several circles of flattened crops in a field were formed under suspicious circumstances
Dun, dun,
and
dun.
possibly caused by cyclonic wind action,
Wow.
stating, as viewed from a distance, circular spots, they all presented much the same character. A few standing stalks at a center, some prostrate stalks with their heads arranged pretty evenly in a direction, forming a circle round the center. And outside there are circular wall of stalks which had not suffered at all.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And that's in 1880. So a lot of scientists, they will, like, people are like, okay, if crop circles are real, then why are they just happening in England? They weren't just happening in England, they were happening all over the place. They were happening in fields in Canada. They were happening in fields in America. They were happening in fields in Afghanistan, in India, in Russia. People just weren't talking about it as much. And then they were like, well, why are they just, on the sides of the roads and near big populations? It's like, because the aliens want to communicate to us, not to the fucking desert.
I think it's so
Sorry.
interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. But I think it's so interesting that now that we have social media and that we would be able to communicate easier
Exactly.
across like country borders to be like, "Oh, this is happening everywhere, not just here."
Yeah.
But it's not happening.
And when they were like kind of diving into like, okay, so why did they start simple? And it's just like people were going to the crop circle. So maybe the aliens thought we knew what they were saying.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like, maybe they were like, "Oh, they get it. Let's do another one." You
right.
know what I mean? We didn't get it.
No.
We were too busy fighting each other on if it was real or not because that's what we actually like to do, and that's why I think it stopped, honestly,
Yeah,
because they were like, "They're idiots. They don't know what we're saying to them." Um,
that makes sense.
so yeah. So maybe it's an angry neighbor, maybe even the devil. It could also be Doug and Dave, those bastards. But after a few too many crop circle clips, my bet is still on the skies, honestly. UFOs. I think as a human, we spend too much time trying to disprove things better or more sophisticated than ourselves. Crop circle formations is definitely an example of that.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're dum dums.
Mhm.
Me too. I have no clue. But yeah, so that's what I've got for my little mini-sode on crop circles today.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
A lot of good information.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. The documentary that I watched, it's just over an hour. It's not anything too crazy, and it was pretty funny. There's like a few scientists on there that you can tell they spend their entire life just being angry about it. You know what I mean? I love people like that. Like, such an English move, too. And Dave, fuck that. They don't say that, but
Fuck the
that's what I
guy
said.
who took the video from
We won't even speak his name.
what was that kid's name?
I don't know. I didn't write it down.
No, the
purpose.
other kid, the 9.
John Whaley.
John
Poor John
Whaley.
Whaley, man. How old is John Whaley now? Who knows? I can't do math.
It's like 50s, I think.
He was 19. Yeah, he's about to be 50 this year. Happy 50th birthday, John Whaley. You're a hero.
You're a hero.
Speaking of birthdays, before we head out for the day,
Get into our Farmer's Almanac.
we have a special birthday in the house that we would like to announce. Her name is Sweet Stevie.
Stevie.
Hi, Stevie. Come here.
Today,
your
as we record, this is
birthday.
July 18th, Stevie's 6th
This is his
birthday.
birthday, sweet baby. Yeah. Come here. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Here's Miss Stevie. Here she is. Yes.
Cutie pie.
Say hello, Stevie. Yeah. Well, happy birthday, Stevie. Everybody loves
Happy
you.
birthday,
Oh, thank you
Stevie.
for the hug. Yes. Stevie says thank you, everybody, for the happy birthday wishes.
All right, now for the Farmer's Almanac.
What you got?
Today is July 23rd. Mercury is stationary again after being in retrograde since June 9th.
Has
Thank
that what's been going
God.
on?
I
That
think
makes me feel
so.
better. Okay.
Everything's crazy. Crazy all the time.
We'll blame it on Mercury.
And Black-Eyed Susan's bloom now.
I've been seeing them
Mhm.
start. We have some right over here that have
Yeah.
started. I see them right out our window.
We have some in our field, too.
That was a pretty tame Farmer's Almanac.
Well, I'm not done.
Oh, geez.
Today is the best day.
Oh, gosh.
To brew, demolish, buy a home, advertise to sell, mow to promote growth, plant above ground crops, breed animals, and slaughter livestock.
Yikes.
I think that's our busiest day yet.
Well, I guess I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, some good news. Mercury's out of retrograde. Great.
Get busy.
Everybody go back to work. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok
Nice job remembering.
at Two Tools No Clue Podcast.
You can subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/2toolsnoclue. And you can email us your stories, your complaints.
Your happy birthday wishes to Stevie this week. You don't
Just
have to
say
yell at
hi.
me.
Yeah.
If you don't believe in crop circles, you can yell at me if you want. I'm
Yeah.
just going to spam you with a bunch of videos.
Tell us about your beliefs about crop circles. Are they real or is it Doug and Dave?
Doug and Dave, those bastards.
Doug and Dave for Beyond the Grave.
That was really good. Well, until next time, stay safe. We love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Two tools. Two tools. Two tools. No!